All right, shalom and good morning, boys. Here, let me tell you something, and this goes out to all of the people that own land, own homesteads, men that are socioeconomically stable. And I'm not talking about just talking about it. I'm talking about it. You can prove it through the mannerisms of your lifestyle. This is what's going on in the economy in society today, and I'm going to deal with this from a male-female perspective in terms of relationships. We know that the United States economy is doing very bad. It's not doing bad for the self-sustainable or the people that practice self-sustainability. It's not doing bad for the government officials and stuff. It's not doing bad for the bankers and the millionaires and the billionaires. It's doing bad, and it is very bad for the average working person. Okay, what did we have happen earlier this year and continues to happen? You have damn near the numbers that'll come in by December. Probably you're gonna have damn near 500,000 women because of all this DEI and stuff that's being eliminated, thrown out of the workforce. You have the literal collapse of the entrepreneurship scheme that has been pushed on folk. They're gonna sell candles, they're gonna sell t-shirts, they're gonna sell perfumes, they're gonna sell soap, and these are really hobbies. They're not really ventures. The credit repair is gone, the real estate scams, and you see more hustling going on. You see more fraud and scams going on. See, those things are going up. But the whole concept, everybody's doing hair and wigs and nails and doing installs and stuff. See, these things, they're failing them. They're failing them at an astronomical rate. All of this, you see the DoorDash and the Uber and Instacart and all the gig economy. You see them doing a lot of this stuff. You see foreclosures going up. You see, and I see personally, people that purchase homes, women and sisters that I've known purchase home. Now you can't afford the home. Now you can't fix that deck. Now you can't fix that leaky roof. Now you can't replace that water heater. Now your toilet is stopped up. Now you got to get up underneath there and you got to snake the line, and that costs hundreds of dollars. And the average American does not own or have access to $500 in an emergency fund. So what do we have here? We have a situation which is dire. And what do women do when the United States economy collapses? Now, we know what they do because they're saying what they're doing. Prostitution is being masked as if you're not a real man, you're not gonna you got to pay my bills and you got to get my hair done if you're a real man, and the guilt, shame, and the condemnation. If you don't pay my bills, you're not a real man, and all of this foolishness, right? What happened to the strong, independent woman? So when a woman start talking about this foolishness, you know what I'm saying? You know what's going on, because now it's collapsing right before our very eyes. All we have to do is look at history. What happened in Argentina? What happened in Venezuela? What happened in all of these El Salvador? What has happened in Zimbabwe? What has happened when the social safety net fails? When you begin to experience higher rates of inflation, And that's another video I got to do, talking about, you think your debt is going to be washed away in hyperinflation. Well, you got to survive high inflation first. And a lot of people, they're not gonna make it to hyperinflation to be able to pay off their homes with worthless money. See, this is the foolish thought process that people think. But we have a recording in history of what women do when the economy goes south. They start selling their bodies. This is what happens. Teachers, civil servants, people that work for the government. When inflation does not match the cost of living, or inflation and the cost of living continues to go up, but their salaries don't. This is what you see happening. I'm seeing on average sisters working 2 jobs, or going back to school thinking that that's going to change something. It really is sad to see a person going to $50,000-$60,000 worth of debt to make an extra $5,000 a year. But this is what they had been sold. This is what they had been told, and it's all coming to naught. And for the vast majority, they're going to keep on to the lie until their dying breath. This is why they want men like me to come in, right, and help them stabilize their sinking ship. They want men like me to come in and solve their economic problems. They want men like me to come in and literally save them. Now, it's another thing, and I've said it over and over again, it's one thing to watch these videos on social media, people showing receipts. Perfect channel is AC Reacts. He got like 2, the blackout channel, like 3, showing receipts, showing inbox DMs of women, because this is what men of stability and progress and ability are experiencing right now. We're experiencing women that are now reaching out, and they're not reaching out because they like you or they're interested in you, or they're reaching out because they see that you're stable, that you're of sound mind, and that not only are you surviving, but you're thriving in a bad economy. And what do they want to do? They want to align themselves with you. And I tell you, man, watch out for this, because it's happening more and more. It's happening more and more. I'm seeing it. I'm experiencing it personally. These women with children, they're getting out of abusive relationships, or they're in abusive relationships. They're in situations where, they've lost their job. They're about to lose their car. They're struggling. And they're looking for somebody to save them. And what more than a good, stable man that they've either rejected or didn't find interested before, or they were simply living their life and they were strong and independent and they didn't need no man, and now all of a sudden they need a man. And what do you think they're going to look for? They're looking for those men of real skills and real ability. And I knew that this would happen. It's happened to me before, and it's happening again. And it's amazing how history repeats itself. With the exact same situations that I experienced many moons ago, it's happening again. Women with bastard children, former 304s, and now all of a sudden, they're becoming religious and they're looking for you to save them. I say personally, don't save them at all. Let somebody else save them. Now, you have to know the difference between somebody that really truly does have a repentant heart, because they're going to fall in line. But these religious women, they're looking for someone to save them so that they can get into your situation and implement their own agenda. See, that's what they're about. They're about implementing their own agenda. They're not interested really in you at all. They're interested in a situation that you can put them and their bastard children in. to save them. And let me tell you, it doesn't work. It really doesn't work, because now you have to take your time, your energy, and your resources to save someone that really doesn't want to be saved. What they want to do is they want to use you as a crutch to solve their problems. But the moment they feel stable again, which is not going to happen. See, you got to understand that these people, they're in a terminal decline, and they don't even realize it. But what their goal is to use you so that they can become stable. This is why they're pumping this whole name of the game. You know, and I've tested these theories, because it's happening more and more. Hey, you know what I'm saying? All right, you don't have to work. Well, I have to work. Well, why do you have to work? Because I need my own money. Well, why don't you go ahead and stay where you are so that you can work where you are? No, I can't. I'm working now, and I gotta pay my bills. Then if I told you if I take care of you, why do you have to work? You see the thought process? You see the thought process? Because see, what they want to do is they want to come into your life. They want to keep their job, keep all their money, and then turn around and have you pay and take care of them. They stack their chips, and then after they feel as though that they're in a stable enough position or they got enough money, they'll turn around and they'll leave. See, a woman that truly wants to be under the covering of a man, she's not talking about her own thing, her own business, her own thought process, her own thing. She's talking about, what's your vision? What vision do you have for me? You see the difference between the two? They want to come into your situation, use your resources to build themselves up. And you know what you're going to get in return? Just access to their body. That's all you're going to get, because that's all they have to offer. Let me tell you, I speak from experience. I've seen these situations before. You homesteaders, you brothers that are capable, that are stable, they're looking for men like you. And it's coming out. It's like this mainstream media now. It's trending on social media now, and it's a good trend of the fact that women are now looking for more stable, blue-collar men that have real skills that can do and fix things. Again, it's amazing to see all these sisters that have these homes, right? And they can't maintain them. And they need somebody to come in and fix. And the pookie that they've been dealing with, the pookie that they had these children with, they can't come and fix anything. But they want you to come in and help them fix whatever it is. They want you to come in and help them maintain and build. They're not interested in your program. They're interested in their program and having you come into their life and help prop them up. Never throw good money after bad money. In these situations, they're sinking ships. They're all on sinking ships. They're all getting foreclosed on. You're going to see a massive wave of foreclosures in 2026. You're going to see an increase in women that are interested in men that have real skills and real abilities. And I'm telling you, you're going to see this more and more. You got to know how to move and navigate men so that you don't get caught up in some foolishness. Trust me, it is happening. It's going to happen more. Because they can't sustain themselves by themselves. So therefore, they need real men with real skills, real assets, real abilities to come in and save them. Now listen here, me personally, I ain't saving not a one.